Young Connor Bedard, all of 17 years old. He had a pretty good World Junior Championship tournament. The projected #1 pick in this upcoming draft led all players with 23 points, scored 9 goals, had 14 helpers. He was named the tournament's top forward and most valuable player. And oh yeah, Team Canada won gold. And Curtis, in that tournament, I think it just absolutely solidified the fact he will be selected #1 in the upcoming draft.
If there was any doubt,
no
there
more.
was people remembering this past draft, projected to go first, and then there was a lot of movement. Obviously, that will not happen this offseason. Connor Bedard will go first overall. The only question remains is where will he go?
Well, it's a draft lottery, but we do know that the bottom, 10 teams have a really good shot. In fact, the bottom 5 teams have the best shot, and the odds vary. We'll show you the percentage of what chance like the Sharks have right now. 5th worst record. The Desert Dogs, just like 90% that one. Teams like Anaheim, Brownie, watch this video to them.
All right, Ducks locker room here. A lot of great young players. And here's nobody here. You know what? I'm going to help you. Let's put the next year player here. There you go. Now we are ready. Welcome.
The Ducks got a guy that looked just like Teemu Selanne to do that video. What are the chances?
It's Southern California, not far from...
Resemblance was striking.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hated to see that, but I also thought it was pretty cool. As much as I don't want that to be reality, Teemu, that was a good video, buddy. I kind of like that. So going back to the odds and the percentages, they've changed a little bit here because you can't move up more than 10 spots than you're supposed to be. So right now, Columbus, worst record in the league, 25.5% chance of picking first. Anaheim, 13%. Chicago, 11%. Arizona, 9.5%. Same thing as the Sharks, less than 10% where they stand now. But even if you finish last, it's still basically a 1 in 4 shot to have that #1 pick on June 28th.
Well, you look at this list, and everybody that has ever put skates on or tried the game of hockey, they're trying to win. And obviously, the group on that list, if you can sneak into a playoff spot, I will remind people, teams have won the Stanley Cup from that position, right? So there's this two-sided coin. One of them is either get into the playoffs and get us a chance, or there's some fans out there, obviously like Selanne, saying, you know what, the worse we end up, I guess a consolation prize is you get an opportunity at a player, generational player like Connor Bedard. So obviously it's fun to talk about. Everybody on that list is trying to win, work themselves up. I don't know of anybody in our game that would try anything other. So that is obviously not happening. But what we do know is any one of those teams and other teams that aren't on that list would welcome a player like this. But given that opportunity.
Especially these bottom 5 teams, and we'll start with ourselves. If San Jose were to land Connor Bedard, strap in here, it would, I think, accelerate their process, right? It would speed up what the Sharks are trying to do. It doesn't fix everything. Of course, my emoji to this is a happy face. You still need to plan and paint around him, and I think they're kind of set up for that. But boy, this would be a difference maker for the franchise right here and now.
Well, I don't think it's fair yet to project where this player is going to end up in 10 years, what his performance is like. However, when you look at players such as Connor McDavid, like obviously huge impact for the Edmonton Oilers. Other years, though, you have first overall picks that they're out of the league in a few years. So I don't want to put this extra pressure on Bedard. He definitely looks the part of somebody that's going to turn something around big in a positive way for whoever gets that opportunity.
Can't fix everything all at once, but man, he's going to make things better. Let me run through some other reactions I have here. You tell me if you agree with this. If he goes to Arizona, I truly feel like that's my scared face. It's the start of something special. They're going to get a brand new arena in Tempe. They may not be your grandpa's Desert Dogs anymore. Like they might be something special with Connor Bedard. How about Anaheim? Literally, it would make me sick. You have kind of a campfire going down there right now with Zegras. You're going to get a bonfire. You're going to get an inferno if Connor Bedard is down there.
No, I'm agreeing with you so far. I don't do this very often, but so far you're on track. Keep going.
You know what would make me sicker? If he goes to Chicago. That would give me the eye roll. Like, are you serious? On the heels of Kane and Taves, 2 generational players, and kind of when they're wrapping up and done with their careers, you roll over to the other side of the pillow and, oh, hello, Connor Bedard in Chicago.
Not a bad comparison, actually. Patrick Kane going to Chicago, a player with this high IQ.
He'd blow up there.
Absolutely.
And that's Chicago, I love you, but you don't deserve all that talent, right? Like, spread the love a little bit. And then how about if he goes to Columbus? What are you going to do with him, Columbus? What? You got Line A, you got Johnny Hockey right now, and you're the worst team in the league. What are you going to do with Connor Bedard?
I don't even want to go there because you just hope that he goes to the right place for all the right reasons. And that's not finishing last in the league. That's just you'd like to be able to cheer for the team wherever he ends up.
We could do this segment like during the game. We could go on and on, but we got to take a commercial break.